Do you have employees working from home? I've got a couple of employee nightmare stories to share with you before we get into establishing a policy for your employees that occasionally or permanently work from home. My name is Nina, and I'm about to get in your business. If you would like to know more about how to better run your business processes, emergency planning, human resources, and other business operations topics, you know what to do. Click that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you'll be alerted when new videos are uploaded. I want to start by saying that this is not about micromanaging employees. This video is about establishing best practices when an employee requests to work from home. Not only does this protect your company from frivolous worker compensation lawsuits, but it outlines expectations so there is no confusion between management and employees. If your company offers telecommuting as a perk for its employees, I encourage you to watch this entire video. 2 years ago, I had a client who contacted me in a panic because an employee who was supposed to be working from home had sent her a picture from the airport. This employee was about to board a flight and he wanted to let his employer know that he was on his way to California, but he would be working from home. This employee took advantage of the fact that the employer did not establish any guidelines for working from home. In addition, this same employee who worked from home was unavailable on the phone for meetings, nor were there any timely responses to emails. His tenure of employment at this company was less than 30 days, and during that time, he had already learned enough to begin abusing the system. Employers, if you allow employees to occasionally or permanently work from home, please consider including the following information in your employment handbook. And before I start down this road, this is not an all-inclusive list. Are there any security concerns with the employee working from home? Does your employee handle any sensitive information? What about data privacy concerns? Is your employee's computer secure and using up-to-date malware? Is your employee's computer exclusively used for your company? What policies do your company have related to inventions and creative work done at home? Does the employee have adequate internet connection? What are the guidelines for interacting with clients, office meetings, collaborations? Will you only allow employees to work from home on certain days? For example, will Mondays and Fridays be excluded? What employees will be eligible to work from home? Those employees in good standing or management only? Will your company establish availability hours for employees working from home? For example, will employees' availability be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday? Will you set guidelines for response time when your office communicates with the employee? What mode of communication will your employee use to communicate with your office? Establishing a work area, whether it's a dedicated office area or in the dining room, is super important for a number of reasons. Now, this doesn't mean that an employee must be required to go out and purchase a ton of office furniture. It's best to have an area that can be used for working purposes so an employer can differentiate when the employee is in his or her working zone. Also, review your business insurance policy to ensure that your company is covered for employees working from home. This story comes from the state of Pennsylvania. There was an employee who was working from home and stated she fell down the stairs leading to her home office, injuring her neck. She was working from her home basement office that day and left her home office area to go upstairs to the kitchen to get a drink. She fell while returning to her home office in the basement to answer a ringing telephone. She filed a claim petition seeking benefits under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act, alleging that she was injured while furthering her employer's business interests, despite the fact that she had briefly departed from her work duties to attend to her own personal comfort. How will you measure employee productivity? This can be measured by time spent on a project, amount of client interaction, or number of projects completed. The key is to ensure that productivity is quantifiable as opposed to an employee simply stating how many hours they worked that day. I suggest that each employee working from home submit a daily outline to management that shows which tasks will be done, what tasks will be prioritized if necessary, and approximate hours to be spent on each project. Remote work leaves the employee more in control of their workday. It is up to the employer to set crystal clear expectations. Discuss urgent tasks that need completion. Outline tasks that need to be completed at the end of the day, at the end of the week. Who to contact if there is a problem. Work hours and number of hours expected to work. Does the employee have any questions? Guarantee that the employee is able to complete the assigned tasks. Monitor tasks regularly. Determining if an employee will telecommute and work from home is not as easy as it seems. Make an informed decision as a business owner and analyze the type of work each employee performs to determine what tasks can be worked on at home. Communication, productivity measurements, and other important points should be worked out in writing before granting permission for any employee to work from home. My opinion. Micromanagement is not a good strategy in general, especially when allowing employees to work from home. Learn to trust that your employees will complete assigned tasks to the best of their ability within the required time. If you as an employer cannot thoroughly explain the company's expectations with regard to working from home, you cannot expect the remote employee to meet your expectations. Use the information in this video as a guide to create your company's unique telecommuting policy. Thanks for watching.